Okay, I want to do a quick little review about this tincture of skunk. This comes from Apothecary's Garden, Canadian Etsy shop, which has a bunch of neat stuff. I might do a quick review on these guys too. This is Castoreum and Heracium. But they also do Castoreum civet. I've got Lang Lang from them, and some really good. Oh, this is Propolis. That's a good one, but that's not what I was thinking. Cistus Absolute, which is rock rose, otherwise known as labdanum. Really nice. Anyway, this is about the skunk. So this stuff goes off like an air horn when you open the lid. It smells just like you'd expect it to. It smells like skunk spray. It actually smells like burning rubber, that really strong kind of burnt, kind of overwhelming. It's just like that chemical overloads your olfactory sensations. However, this is really low percent, and when you smell it a bit and then kind of let it fade, it actually evaporates like completely off of the little dipstick there. And suddenly that smell is actually gone and like not detectable after you've been smelling it sort of in that straight form before that. And that leads me to think that it's really, first of all, like volatile, like it'll go away. But I think if you could slow down that process a bit through either an oil tincture or by having some other fixatives in there that would, slow down its release. This smell of that kind of skunk musk, it's not a sweet musk, it's actually the skunk smell. I smell it in products that other people wear that are like regular cosmetics that are, my wife wears some argan oil hair product, and I think that when it oxidizes, it starts to smell like this, even though I don't think it's got any of this in it. I think it's kind of the missing ingredient that it's really kind of satisfying in a blend that's trying to be kind of dark and musky. So I might actually mix it with some Castoreum. My blends have things like frankincense tinctures, like that guy. This is Palo Santo, and I've got some brown ambergris in oil and in alcohol. But when I'm doing things like ouds and maybe civet, castoreum, etc., some of these resinous kind of sweet, maybe a bit of clary sage like that, maybe that would actually go with the saffron. To make, some small little mixes. I do bought these things off Amazon. These are about 50 cents each. I bought 35 of them or something all at once. And it's awesome for being able to try different things without using a pile of your materials, because I'm just a guy. I don't have a pile of money for making a huge volume of product to sell, but I get to try a whole bunch of different ones, and I get to label them. And so I get here's very oody. This is like an Indian oud plus an Indonesian oud plus a whole bunch of stuff. Furry trees. This is oak moss with fir needle leaves soaked in alcohol, and some spruce gum, and a whole bunch of other things that I've kind of either tinctured or whatever. Dirty Animal. That's the one with the Indian oud, as well as some of the animalics. And I'm actually starting to mess around a little bit with taking something like this Cuba Gold, or the red. This Cuba Red is actually a really tobacco scent. And for example, this with frankincense and a couple of other ingredients with the amber makes a pretty nice smelling stuff. So anyway, the skunk, it's good. I'm a little scared to use it, to be honest, but I'm quite excited, and I have put it in a little bit into this mix, and I might put it in a few other things to try a bit more, like more than just the single drop that I've taken out of there. And I would recommend other folks kind of experiment with it too, because I think it's got a lot of promise. Okay, that's it for now.